A local organization is expressing a sigh of relief after City Council approved emergency funding last night.
Evergreen, a United Neighbourhood, was at risk of closing its doors this summer before it received $10,000 worth of support. Vasilos Bellos was at City Hall for the decision last night and brings us the details.
After a brief discussion, unanimous approval from City Council to keep a grassroots organization afloat.
Absolutely was a recognition of the value of this organization.
Evergreen, a United Neighborhood, was seeking $10,000 in emergency funding from the city, with fears they'd have to shut their doors down within 3 months without it. Evergreen supports children, youth, and their families living in the Simpson-Ogden area, with the organization struggling for dollars since the pandemic. The funds provided by Council will go to paying Executive Director Linda Bruins.
Part of that was I laid myself off for 4 months. So that was how we were able to save the money.
Bruins mentions that the organization had to take drastic measures to keep its doors open, which included her taking a stretch without a paycheck, and says there was massive relief after Council's decision.
This is 17 years I've been involved in this organization, helping this community, and there's so many fantastic families and kids that come here that rely on our services. I just can't imagine if we weren't there for them.
Bruins was still concerned moving forward, recognizing this isn't consistent funding. Councillor Shelby Chung, who sits on the police board, believes it's something she could appeal to the board to provide Evergreen more sustainability.
Do a deeper dive to have a bit more of a policy, like do we invest in these crime prevention programs, because that's essentially what it is, helping to alleviate costs down the road, hopefully.
Also on Monday's agenda, a call from the Thunder Bay Pickleball Club for the city to launch a feasibility study looking at an 8-court facility at Northwood Park. While the group appreciated courts around the city like the one here at Boulevard Lake, they believe a larger, more accessible facility would benefit the community.
We have to be strategic and not locating it just on the south side or north side. So that one person has to drive half an hour in the winter or in the summer, whatever, so it's important to keep it kind of central as much as we can.
Pickleball club officials also pointed to it being a sport relying on socialization, an aspect that is difficult with a limited number of courts in one area. Some councillors mentioned the 2017 Recreation and Facilities Master Plan that suggests getting away from standalone facilities like the Northwood location would be. Council ultimately decided it needed more information before going forward with a feasibility study and referred the item over to administration. Vasilos Bellos, TBT News.